There are so many skincare products out there that sometimes choosing the right one, well, can be a little overwhelming and quite frankly costly. So we've enlisted the help of our friend and dermatologist, Dr. Julia Carroll, to guide us through which products are worth splurging on and which ones you can pick up in the bargain bin. Good morning, Julia.
Good morning.
All right, let's start here in the far side.
Right, so we're going to focus on concepts, not so much brands here.
Okay.
So first of all is cleansers. So do you think it'd be worth spending money on a cleanser or not? I've got a $20 cleanser and a $41 cleanser.
Yeah, when we talk about face wash, it seems to me that's something I could probably get out of the bargain bin.
I would agree. I think this is a great cleanser. It's fine to spend $20 on a cleanser or even less. If you like luxurious packaging or you like things to match, then that's fine to spend a little bit of extra money. But if you want a little bit of wiggle room, this is a great place to start.
All right, so save money on face wash. What about sunscreen? Everybody's talking about that with the hot weather finally.
Right, it's so hot outside. We were beaten down in the sun all weekend. So two different concepts in sunscreen. So I've got one here that's 110, and I have one that is a 60. So do you think it's worth it to jump to the 110?
Feels like it is to me, that when I see the higher number, I feel like I'm more protected.
Okay, so that is true. I mean, my patients will tell you that if they're wearing a 45 or a 60, I'm really happy with them. But if you're fair, if you've had skin cancer yourself or in your family, then I think it's worth the 110. And also, those are the same price.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
that I was actually surprised to learn that myself. So they were $12.99.
You're not paying more for a higher SPF?
Not in this brand that I went to. And then the second thing is, well, why would you pay? For example, the next one is $32. Why would you pay $32 for a sunscreen? Well, maybe you want a specific texture. Maybe you want something that's tinted. And in that way, you're probably actually saving money because you've got your foundation and your moisturizer mixed into one. So for women, that's one less thing they're buying. Yeah. So that might be worth the splurge.
Okay, side note here. What do you think about spray-on sunscreen? Does that work?
I think it's good. What I do personally in my family, I've got a 6-year-old daughter, is I lube her up head to toe with her sunscreen in the morning, and I do it actually when she's naked so I don't miss any spots.
Right.
And then if I have to touch her up over the day, I use a spray.
Okay, anti-aging serums. I think this is worth spending on. Everybody wants to look younger.
Well, it's a bit tricky. It might be worth spending money on. So I have one here that's $20 and one that's $166. So the one that I would say the things to look for is if it makes promises that you think are too good to be true, then probably that's not worth it. And then also, if you look at the brown one, it actually has a percentage on it. It says 1% resveratrol. So if it has a percentage on it and it's an ingredient I'm looking for, then I think that's worth the splurge.
Okay, retinol. What do we think about retinol?
Retinol. So retinol is one of the most powerful anti-agers that's out there in terms of a cream after sunscreen. And my cosmetic patients will tell you that this is a non-negotiable in my office. Okay. Everyone is on some form. Now, you can get retinol at the drugstore. It's about $38 in this case. The prescription format, which is more powerful, is $50. But here's the thing. If you get your physician to write you a prescription for the Retin-A, then you may actually get it at $5, $10, depending on your plan.
Okay, and just finally get about 30 seconds, but
laser,
the laser.
I would just say, there's lots of laser services out there. Buyer beware. Why are some expensive and some are cheap? If there's a dermatologist involved, they're probably higher powered, more effective. So I think that's worth the splurge.
All right, dermatologist Dr. Julia Carroll. Julia, great to see you as always.